Hello, everyone. Hey, guess what? It is 8 o'clock. Yes, it is on Monday. Guess what? Hey, Tanisa, thank you for getting on. Please invite and share. Like, invite, and share. Who else we got over there? Somebody else is on there. Hey, Dolores, thank you for joining on. We appreciate you. Please invite and share. Like, invite, and share. We need you guys to get on. We're going to have Essie on tonight. Hey, Essie. I'll be sending your invite. You know you have, I don't see the little video in the corner, Essie, so you got to get on your phone for me to invite you on. We can't do it on your computer, sweetheart. So please get your phone up and ready, and please plug it up so it can be charged. I remember last time your phone was on bare minimum. So please, everyone, invite and share. We're going to have a fantastic show on tonight. The title for tonight, What Will Work for You? We're going to be talking about intermittent fasting and how there has been scientific studies from in regards to weight loss and the importance of that, or should I say weight releasing, I should say. Let me correct myself on that. Weight releasing, please. And we're going to be talking about nitric oxide. Hopefully this will be the first time that you have ever heard of it, because we want to be the first at Medical Monday to give you groundbreaking information that will change your life forever. Yes, that's what we claim. So I also want you guys to do this. I am developing my subscription on YouTube. So I want you to go to Medical Monday and put Grace Patterson behind it, because there's another Medical Monday, believe it or not. But put Medical Monday, my name, Grace Patterson, and please subscribe on YouTube. This is very, very important that you do that. We're going to start doing a little snippets of information. I've been getting messages for you guys on different topics that you want to talk about. So I'm going to put those topics over there. I think people want acid reflux, like GERD and stuff like that. I'm going to start posting those videos. So I need you to go to the YouTube Medical Monday and subscribe today. Please do that. It's very, very important that you do that. So for those of you that are getting on, please invite and share. Please invite and share. It is going to be very, very, very important that you guys do that. Hi, I am so excited about tonight. Hopefully the leading ladies will be on tonight too. I invited you guys to be on Medical Monday on tonight. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff on tonight, and hopefully it will shed some light on in regards to changing your life. I had a talk with a patient on today about it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change, and we spent some time talking about some choices and changes that she can make. So please go to Medical Monday on YouTube and please subscribe today. It's very, very important that we get you over there so we can continue to give out vital information that would change your life. So I'm going to send an invite to Yes, I am. And a managing owner of Bethesda Holistic Center, which we bring the doctor's office to the seniors, sick and disabled and shut in. And those of you that have our concierge services, we also will bring information, the office to you, wherever you may be. Me personally, or video chatting, whatever it may be. Hey, Deborah, thank you for joining on. Please like, invite, and share. And please go to YouTube, which is Medical Monday, Grace Patterson, and subscribe, please, on today. We're going to be talking about the importance of intermittent fasting. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Essie. I love that picture of you. It is so like, woo, woo, yes. And your hair looks phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
So we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting on tonight. And Essie Colbert, the life coach extraordinaire, I gave you a tag. A low, what do they call it? A slogan. Hey, Deborah, please like, invite, and share, everyone. Please get everybody on board on tonight for Medical Monday. Is every Monday, 8 o'clock, and we get started. Hey, Renita, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining on. Please like, invite, and share. We also going to have our subscription on Medical Monday on YouTube. We're going to be doing the little snippets over there, about 15-minute blurbs about different things that you guys have been asking me to talk about. We're going to put it over there. Hey, Rita, thank you for joining. Please like, invite, and share. Please get that going, guys.
Yeah, and so tonight we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting in regards to not only releasing the weight, but it has a lot of benefits to fasting. We talked about that, here and there, but tonight we're going to dive in and go in a lot of detail in regards to the health benefits of that. And I'm going to be talking about nitric oxide. Hopefully, like I said, this will be groundbreaking information. You heard it first here on Medical Monday.
Yes, I know nothing about it, so I cannot wait to hear.
Oh, really? You never heard of it before? Oh, this is going to be amazing. I am so excited about that. And I use the word amazing because it is a God-given design for our bodies. So it is amazing because it's God's gift, and a lot of people don't know about it. And so what's the difference between how they say the wealth and the and poverty is information, and a lot of people can be healthy in their health as well and be impoverished in their health with sickness, infirmity, and disease. So we're going to start that. So it is 8:06. Are you guys inviting and sharing? Come on, invite and share. Let people know that we're on tonight. It's Medical Monday. I know can you guys believe it that we are in the third week? Is this the third week? No, this is like the fourth week because it's 5 weeks in January, I think, this year. So I'm in the fourth week. Yes, I think so. Ooh, hey. Okay. Hey, Doris, thank you for inviting to share. It is my birthday week. I should say our birthday week. Yes. Essie and I share the same birthday on this Thursday, January 25th. So we're putting that out there. Yes. Our birthday is this week, and it's a blessing to see another year. So, and to share information. Hey, Joanne, Cyruson, thank you for joining on. Please like, invite, and share. And again, go to our YouTube. Medical Monday. Put Grace Patterson behind it because there is another Medical Monday out there, but you have to put Grace Patterson so you can get the right one. We need you to subscribe. So I appreciate you guys joining on. So we're going to go ahead and get the info. Hey, Brother Green, thank you for please like, invite, and share. Please get on and invite people on, please. We appreciate you guys coming on, and go to our YouTube page, Medical Monday. Grace Patterson, put a Grace Patterson on it. Please subscribe. So what we're going to be doing, my plan is to put like 15-minute snippets over there. You guys have been inboxing me on other topics that you guys would want to hear on that that may not be a hour's worth of a show or whatever, like GERD, which is gastric reflux. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to be talking about infertility. We're going to be talking about a little bit about certain screenings that you need to do and things of that nature, and how to prepare for your doctor's office visit. Yeah, that is very important. A lot of people go to the doctor's office and they're not prepared. Then they leave and they be like, dang, I forgot to ask such and such and such. And
they go alone.
Yeah, that's right. So you need to prepare yourself when you go to your doctor's visit. So those are the things that are going to be on our YouTube page, but I need you guys to get over there and subscribe, please. Please like, invite, and share. Come on, you guys get on board. We appreciate you guys getting on. We're going to wait a few more minutes. It's 8:08. I think we should get started about 8:10. Essie, let's give them a couple more minutes to get on. Please, guys, invite and share. Get on, like, invite, and share. How about that? We're going to be talking about some, hey, Tasha, thank you for getting on, woman of God. I appreciate you. Please like, invite, and share. Get people on, invite them on, because we're going to be talking about some groundbreaking information in regards to the importance to intermittent fasting, and from the inside out, the spiritual perspective of it, and the health benefits, tons of health benefits. And we're going to be talking about nitric oxide in detail. So please like, invite, and share. Get on board to Medical Monday on tonight. This is going to be some real good information for you to make some good lifestyle changes and choices for you to live a long, healthy, and productive life. Full of energy and vigor. Yes. Woo! Yes, we're going to have a wonderful time tonight. So please like, invite, and share. We're going to get started in a minute here. Again, I'm Dr. Grace Patterson, the the managing owner of Bethesda Holistic Center, where we teach you how to detox the body, yes, and cleanse the body, yes, 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 and nourish it. That is so important. We teach you how to quiet the mind and definitely teach you how to awaken your spirit. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about that does that is intermittent fasting. So please invite and share, get everybody on board. Hopefully we have people that said they were interested in jumping on. So please invite and share. I want to say right now, before we get started, for you replayers, because a lot of you that don't catch us and watch it later, thank you for replaying and sharing this video after you watch it, because it's very, very important. We reach thousands of people every week. So I want to say thank you for sharing the information and the knowledge, because the best patient is an informed patient, as a knowledgeable patient. So thank you so much, very, very, very much about that. Okay, it's 8:10, Essie. So Essie, do you want to start with the intermittent fasting information?
Okay, so fasting has so many great benefits. Like, most people think, it's just not eating, but it's more than that. Fasting teaches you that you actually have control over your body, because remember, you're the one that's saying, I'm not going to eat. I'm just going to either drink water or eat fruit or whatever you decide that fast will be. And it also allows you, it gives you so much discipline. You realize now that I have control. So then in other areas of your life, you realize you do have more control. So a lot of people who feel like life is just passing them by, or they don't have control over what they're doing, when they begin to fast, they realize, wait a minute, I can't control myself. If I can stop eating, then that means I can stop doing a lot of things. So you get a lot of people who are addicted to TV who start to fast from TV. You get people who are addicted to doing a whole bunch of different things. They begin to say, I do have the strength to do it. Fasting helps when it comes to the health benefits of it. If you have diabetes and you fast intermittently, diabetes could actually go away. You may not need to take that medication or anything anymore, especially if you're eating a healthy diet. A lot of people fast spiritually for repentance, to make sure that, hey, Rashida, a lot of people fast spiritually for forgiveness and to get back on the right track. And once again, to realize I have more strength not to do those things that are sin or that I shouldn't be doing. So when you talk about fasting, especially when you do it intermittently, you're allowing your body, you're conditioning your body. So just like a person who wants to shrink their stomach, what they do is they go ahead and they start eating smaller meals and smaller meals and smaller meals, and they realize that I'm full with less. The same thing as fasting. When you fast, you realize I can do more by turning away certain things, because your mind is free for you to clear your mind and say, I'm not thinking about what I have to cook for dinner. I'm not thinking about, I got to go to the grocery store. I'm not thinking about what's for lunch. So your mind is free to think about all those other things that you normally don't get a chance to think about. It's also giving that time where you can meditate. When it comes to fasting, meditation is so important, because when you fast and your mind is clear, you need to understand, hi, my little niecey Carrington. You need to understand that when you fast and meditate, it allows you to hear from the Heavenly Father in a way that you have not heard from him before, because your mind is clear. There's no distraction. When you're trying to work or do something and your children or somebody else come in and knock on that door, you just feel like, oh my goodness. And then you got to get back on track. But when you're fasting, it's like there's no interruption in a sense. So when you're talking to the Heavenly Father, you're meditating, you're praying, then you can feel like I'm getting through, and then you feel like you hear more. I know when I fast, I hear better. I feel like I get a clearer direction, a clearer sense of who I am. But as far as the health benefits go, I can almost say they're endless. For those who have that little belly bulge in the front from either carrying children or overeating or whatever, sometimes different sicknesses. Stress, there you go. Then fasting will correct that. The fasting will actually teach your body to shrink that back down. It's almost like every time you fast, it's like pulling it in. It's like, it's because you're not eating, then your body is wearing away at that fat.
That visceral fat. It's burning that visceral fat, yes.
That your body normally can't address. So it takes away from that. It's eating that because your body still needs these nutrients. So when you fast, it's taking away from that fat that can give that body at that time what it needs, okay? Fasting helps with that. Like I say, it helps with diabetes. It actually helps you if you're depressed, because it allows you to take a minute and step back and let the cares of the world go away, and you start to think about, okay, what do I really want in life? Do I need that thing that's depressing me, or was I using it as a crutch? You actually get time to think. If fasting doesn't do anything at all, it allows you to think about who you are and what your purpose is.
Absolutely. Now, Deborah Knox says sometimes fasting is hard when you have children to cook for. So this is what you could do, Deborah. When you pray and ask God to lead you on a particular fast, He'll tell you when and He'll tell you how. So what you can do is pre-cook meals.
That's right. And what I like to do is, you want to probably have some meals always cooked, just always because. So on the weekend, cook a few extra meals. So when that fasting time comes up, you feel you have to fast, or you feel the Heavenly Father is telling you to fast, you can go ahead and take one of those meals out. Another thing that most parents forget to do is, we always get into the mode of, I'm going to cook for the children. I got to do this. I got to do this. But remember, we're raising our children to be adults. So when you cook these meals ahead of time and put them up, you should be teaching your children, you can pull this out, you can heat this up, you can get this started. That way you don't have that distraction or that food looking at you in that moment.
Or smelling it.
Right, smelling it. And just, I got to do it because I got to go get it. Let me just taste a little bit to make sure it's right. You don't have to do any of that. So and when you meditate, you begin to think about these things. If I would have taught my child to do this, I wouldn't have to do this right now. But sometimes as parents, we take on so much responsibility, we forget that our main job is to make sure that we're teaching them to be adults. And meditation, when you fast, you actually start to think of those things you wouldn't have thought of before because you didn't have to.
Right. Hey, Annapolis Baylor and Catherine McQueen, thank you for joining on. We're talking about intermittent fasting and the spiritual benefits along with the health benefits. Yes, and you were talking about streaking belly fat. That was the last thing that you were talking about. What else, Essie?
Okay, so for most people, if you're like me, like I said, you had the baby, so you had the belly fat, but it's also good. It says, like in a lot of different articles you read, it says good for your brain. Like I said, It allows you to flex a muscle in your brain you hadn't done before. Intermittent fasting actually improves, it says, what's called the metabolic feature in your brain, because when you eat too much, then it's like a calorie count, in a sense, goes up. So it kind of throws off your metabolism in a sense where you eat a little and it uses that energy. Now you got to eat a lot for it to use that energy. But when you fast, you kind of reset that. So your metabolism goes back to, that little bit you eat is enough energy to do what you need to do. So it helps your brain to reset what it is you're doing. Without fasting, then the more you eat, the more you actually need, in a sense, to do what you have to do. But that's messing you up, because now you have more weight you also have to deal with. And with more weight comes an open door, in a sense, for more sickness and disease. So one of the things that I noticed, somebody who is dealing or being healed currently from fibromyalgia and Bell's palsy, as I gain weight, I have more flare-ups. But when I lose weight, then the flare-ups are further and further apart. So I noticed that when I get a lot of flare-ups, I go and check my weight and say, wait a minute, have I been, not eating well? What's going on? And most of the time, there's a correlation there. So when you eat less, your brain resets itself. Your metabolism runs better with less food because it reset, and then you feel better.
Absolutely. There has been scientific studies too with people that have pain in their bodies. When they do intermittent fasting, it helps them to decrease the inflammation in the body, because believe it or not, certain foods can trigger inflammation in the body, especially processed foods. So when you give your body a break from fast food, processed foods, you give your body a break. Your organs in your body get a chance to rest. They'll get a chance to go, whoo. That's what it does. Really, it's like, woo, I don't have to work. Can I just rest a minute? So you have people that's eating up until the time that they go to bed. So if you eating until it's time for you to go to bed, then your body is still working while you're sleeping.
Right.
And so does your body really get some rest? So, hey, Patrice, thank you for joining. It's very important that we give our body a rest, and that's the importance of intermittent fasting. What else is on your list, Essie? I think about cell rejuvenation. Isn't that on your list too?
It is. So when you fast, it gives your cells a chance to clean themselves out. So when we eat, especially when you're eating processed foods, your body is taking in things that the body was not designed to process. Okay, so if you're eating processed foods, foods are not organic. There are things in there that your body take in, and it actually does not know what to do. So that's why you get a lot of these sicknesses and things like that. But when you fast and you're drinking a lot of water, you're flushing all that out, then your body can reset. It resets everything from your hormones to the cells to you being stressed out, because a lot of stress comes from food, which people don't understand. Because your body is trying to figure out, how do I process this stuff you're putting into me? Flour is like a really, really bad thing to have. Breads, the pastas, all that things. They're natural alternatives to all those things. But those things are the things that add to your body that make your cells and your hormones go crazy. Okay? Right. So when you stop eating those things, you fast, you actually reset that. And one thing about intermittent fasting, where you kind of do it a couple of days, you stop, and then maybe you do it a couple of days, put yourself on a schedule. Like I say, you retrain your body. So no matter what goes in, your body actually, because we're human, it's kind of like your brain automatically thinks, okay, even if she's eating like this, she's going to give me a chance to clean out. So your body may not get sick right away when you do something, versus if your body has never had that outlet, then every time something happens, it's just fighting itself. That's why you get a lot of autoimmune diseases, because your body is fighting itself, thinking something's wrong when it's really just the food you're eating.
Absolutely. That was a great analogy. Very good description. Yes, very good description. Yeah. So, intermittent fasting, like she said, is very, very important that your body needs to rest, and it needs to detox. It needs to cleanse itself. But if you're constantly eating all the time and not giving it a break, then your body goes what I call into overdrive. And then what it does is kind of like, this is what I'm getting right now. Do you guys remember that episode of I Love Lucy? And she's working a chocolate line, and she is going so fast, and then she starts stuffing it in her mouth and starts stuffing it in her shirt. So that's what happens with the food that you do. Your body is like, I don't know what to do with all of this, so let me store it as fat.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't know what to do with all this stuff. I don't know how to process this. So what I'll do is just throw it over there into the fat bin, and we'll figure it out later. So that's why when people start burning, releasing the weight and burning the fat cells, sometimes, I think that's on your list too, Essie, how they start getting a little detox effects. They get the headaches, they may get a little fatigue, get the brain fog, because now the fat is being burned and those toxins are being released at the same time. That's why it's very important that you at that time be drinking the right amount of water to flush it out. And then there is some things that you can be drinking at the same time that you're doing intermittent fasting, which we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Right. So when you get the headaches, your skin starts to break out. Most people look at this as a bad thing, and they actually want to stop fasting, but it's not. Everything that looks bad isn't bad. That's your body telling you that you had stuff in there that shouldn't have been there. So now I'm getting rid of it. So when you see those type of things, when you start fasting, the headaches, you're feeling bad or really drained, because sometimes you can be so drained because your body has no outlet at all, and that food was feeding that, giving you fake energy at the time. Then your body starts to, and you say, this is not for me, I can't fast, my body can't handle it, but it's not true. Your body's actually clean itself out. So if you go through the process, then you will come out on the other end really well. You'll notice that your skin is clearer than it's ever been before. The headaches go away. You have more energy than you had before, especially if you're eating the right things. One of the things you have to remember, that even though you're drinking a lot of water, you want to have some maple syrup, and you want it to be maple syrup B, not A, because B has more vitamins. A lot of people say A is a better grade, but it doesn't have the vitamins that B has in it. And that's what you need when you're fasting. You also want to make sure you have a lot of lemon, fresh lemon squeezed in that water, because the lemon suppresses the appetite. So that way you're not walking around hungry all the time. The lemon will suppress that. The maple syrup will give you the vitamins you need. And then if you put just a little dash of cayenne pepper, it actually will speed up your metabolism, believe it or not. So if you are trying to lose weight, it would aid in that. Well, a few of the things that it's been sort of proven, I want to say, that people have got a lot of evidence of, that fasting helps with cancer, Alzheimer's disease. It helps. People even believe it causes you to live longer. because you're allowing your body to cleanse itself out and reset so often that it's almost like you're putting it back into that natural, normal state so you can live longer. Remember, the Heavenly Father promises, I believe, 127 years. So if you're not living out that lifespan, then that means you're cutting yourself short. And fasting will give you that opportunity to go ahead and pick that back up. And someone asked, does lime give the same effect as lemon? I don't believe it does. Lemon is a little bit stronger than lime. Lime has a little duller sense to it, if you want to say. So lemon juice, especially fresh lemon juice, will suppress your appetite at any time, no matter what you're doing.
And then lemon juice also acts like a natural diuretic. So it's going to have you going to the restroom, urinating, getting those toxins out of the body too. So as far as limes are concerned, I don't think it has the same effect. Hey, Jamie, thank you for joining. Hey, Regina, thank you. Hey, Catherine McQueen, thank you for joining on. We appreciate you. Yay! Please like, invite, and share, please. And also, when we're done, please go to our YouTube page, Medical Monday, Grace Patterson, and subscribe today. Please do that.
Now, if you're having any heart issues and things like that, remember to always talk to your doctor first. But fasting does help with the heart health as well. Because remember, anytime your body is not functioning properly, it's because you put something in normally, if it wasn't like a birth defect or something, that is causing your body not to function properly. So a cleanse in any sense, whether you do a fast or a detox, and I think you have something on your site about detoxing the body, it will help to get rid of all those toxins, impurities, or unnatural things that shouldn't be in the body from the food. So that way you can work at a better, your body is working almost using like 100% of it, you should say. But for heart health, ask your doctor first, but fasting would definitely help.
Absolutely. Sometimes people ask me this question about medication. Can I fast and I'm on medication? Yes, you can. Because most medications, you can, depending on what it is now. But I do recommend, even if you have to get with your doctor and you guys can come up with a plan. So most oftentimes what you can do, most medications are like once a day, once a day. So, and some of them you have to take on an empty stomach anyway. So depending on what the instructions and things are, you definitely can fast. So like say for instance, let's say that your medication is once a day in the morning. So what you can do is eat a little something with your food and take your medication in the morning. And then the next morning, and don't eat anything until the next morning. That is a 24-hour fast. So, and then sometimes it could be a situation where you have to take things twice a day, and especially if it's blood pressure medication or whatever the case may be, you may not need that second dose. So those are things that you could talk with your doctor. I'm not advising you not to take your medication, but you definitely could come up with a plan where you can fast along with your medication. Or if you have enough faith to believe once you're fasting, you won't need your medication. There's a lot of studies out there in regards to intermittent fasting. When a person is on a fast, the body resets itself. It really does, even with diabetes and even with some hypertension medications. Some hypertension medications have what we call a rebound effect, which means once it starts wearing off, the blood pressure kind of goes up a little bit higher. And those are your clonidines and things of that nature. I don't like those medications. So this is Dr. Grace telling you, if you're on a clonidine or something like that, you need to talk to your doctor about weaning you off of that, because it's a horrible medication. Because if you don't give it the same time every single day, which you will never do, it causes that rebound hypertension, will cause the blood pressure to even go higher once it's out of your system. So it doesn't make sense to me. How is that controlling your blood pressure? To me, it's just making it worse. So write that down, clonidine. If you're on anybody under my sound of my voice that's taking clonidine, you really need to talk to your doctor and your cardiologist about weaning you off of that for sure. Okay, so things of that nature, I promise you, we're going to get into some other stuff that you're going to need to talk about in regards to that. I'm sorry, going around the corner, so I'm going to bring it right back to you. I'm sorry. Well, yeah. But yeah, you can fast. Don't let the devil fool you. Yes, you can fast.
And when you talk about fasting, prepare yourself. So there's some things you need to do. Make sure you have prepared your mind. Prepare yourself and say, okay, I'm not going to eat. So what do I need to do? Take into effect that you go to work, you're interacting with your children. There are different things you need to do. So sometimes a complete fast with just water, if you're just starting out, is not the best thing. Go ahead, have water and fruit. Fruit is a natural energy. Now, if you're eating a banana or something like that, be careful because that has a lot more sugar than most fruits do. But apples and things like that, those are good for you, okay? So prepare yourself. Get your foods ready. If you're going to have vegetables, fresh vegetables, not cooked, get those things prepared that you don't have to keep going into the kitchen to get, okay? Prepare so you can go throughout the day, okay? Another thing is make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Take it with you. Do not think, I'm going to stop at the store. If you're going to fast, have enough water stocked up so that you can have that water with you, okay? And also take it easy. You're not going to have the same amount of strength you had when you were eating. Okay, especially when you're just starting off. If you've been fasting for a while, you kind of build up a resistance to certain things and the energy levels. But if you haven't done it, start to prepare. So take it slow at first. Don't have your day as busy as you normally would have it right away. If you can have somebody help you pick up the children or do something, do those things at first until you can build up a routine where, yes, I can go ahead and do this because you feel how, you get a understanding of how your body works, okay? Also, like I said, know the different symptoms. You're going to get tired at first. You're going to have the brain fog. You're going to have all these things, but they're okay. It's not telling you to stop. Do not let the enemy fool you. Do not stop. You want to push through that because once you get past that point, then it's just like anything else. You pass the test and you go to that next level, okay? And then also, make sure you're praying. If you're fasting without praying, come on now. We're praying because you do want direction, whether it's for your health because you're trying to lose weight or you're dealing with other health issues. If you're trying just to realize the control you have over your life, whatever you do, make sure you're fasting so the Heavenly Father can give you direction. There are times when sometimes people fast too long or fast too much or they're not prepared. And if you're praying, the Heavenly Father will let you know it's time to stop this thing. Go ahead and do it. So you want to make sure you're praying and you're ready for everything that comes in. And like I said, when you break smart. Don't end your fast with a big meal or something I used to do when I first started fasting. I'm like,
oh, Lord.
I didn't eat before, but I learned that you don't. You want to break your fast with something like a really light, brothy soup, and then you want to build up to putting some vegetables and stuff. And then you don't want to go back to eating what you were eating before. If you're fasting, you can live without it. Excuse me, live without it. So start to eat the right portions. One of the things that I taught my children from the time they were born was to eat the serving size. Don't just eat until you're full because you don't know that you're full for 45 minutes. So if you're eating to find out till you feel you're full, you've eaten too much. So you want to eat the serving size, just relax, and after about 30 minutes or so, if you are a slow eater, you'll feel you're full in 45 minutes. But if you're eating fast, then you want to let your body rest for 30 minutes so you can feel you're full. But eating the serving size is always best. So once you come off your fast, don't go back to doing what you were doing before. Go ahead and realize, okay, I'm going to change what I'm doing so that I can maintain the benefits of my fast. So if you're someone who's dealing with, diabetes or something, if you fast enough, you'll notice that if you're taking insulin, your doctor's going to have to change that because your body is resetting itself. If you had a certain type of diabetes, then normally you'll go, you don't have to worry about diabetes too. Different things start to happen, but you have to fast intermittently and sort of rhythmic,
rhythmic
cycle, yes, so that your body can start to understand that you're resetting it and you're feeling better, and then you can go forward.
Right. Hey, Dion, thank you for joining us. Please like, invite, and share. Hey, Susan, thank you. I sent you that information. I sent you a link. So hopefully you got that so we could set up some time to talk. But anyway, and one of the things that you were talking about, Essie, about the intermittent fasting, I want to talk to you coffee drinkers out there. Yeah. When you let go of that coffee, you will have a caffeine withdrawal headache. And for you pop drinkers out there, depending on what side of the country that you want, pop or soda, whatever the case may be, and if it has caffeine in it, and when you're going to fast, you are going to have a caffeine withdrawal headache. So be prepared for that. And they may not be pretty, but with the thing to overcome that is drink plenty of water so you can flush that out. Okay. it's very, very important to do that. Hey, Teresa, thank you for joining. We appreciate you joining on. Yeah, so be mindful of that. So you're like, oh, where is this headache coming from? Yeah, it's withdrawal from caffeine, depending on how much caffeine that you're drinking daily. So be mindful of that when you're fasting.
Yes, please remember that those side effects they're not bad things. Those side effects are letting you know that there are things in your body that did not need to be there. So if you fast and you don't get that, then that means you're probably on the right track. You're probably eating well and things like that. But if you're fasting and you're getting those headaches, the skin breakouts, sometimes people get even a little bit depressed, even though fasting will help with depression. At first you get a little bit depressed because what you eat affects every part of your body, your emotions and everything. So, but you have to push through. The thing is, don't stop. Because if you stop, you're just going to go back to doing what you were doing, and you're going to stay where you were. But if you can push through it, then you're fine. You're actually going to that next level, and you're going to feel so much better in the end.
Yes. So where are we on our list?
I want to know about that. I'm not sure where we are on the list, but I want to know about
Okay.
that.
Okay, before we go to what we're talking about, this is what I use when I'm fasting sometimes. I just came off an extended detox cleanse fast, and I did what we call Cleanse for Life. This is what it looks like. This is the box that it comes in. It also comes like in a big bottle, but I had these here. They're small, so I can throw them in my purse, my bag, or whatever. And being that it's so cold, and you guys know that I'm out in the elements going house to house, I will put this in hot water and drink it like a tea. So, and it's all food. It's nothing in here that's commercially is natural, rich berry. So what it has in it, it is made. Let me read you what's in there. It's called bilberry. It has bilberry in it. It has fruit extract, raspberry. And then it has vitamin and iron. It has B6 in it. It has niacin, B12, which is very, very good when you're doing a detox. You definitely need some B12. Yes. And then it also has ionic alfalfa, aloe vera leaf, ashwagandha. You know, ashwagandha is very, very good for those who are becoming mature in age, that are trying to, like she said, trying to get those hormones together when you're fasting. It had all of that in there. So this is called Cleanse for Life. So that we're going to have that product link up there for you. The little small bottles are a little bit more expensive because you're paying for the convenience, but it also comes in a taller bottle, which is more cost effective. Hey Maria, thank you for coming on. Yeah, Maria, you're a little late. Maria, you're normally one of the firsties. But thank you for joining on. So please, I highly do recommend that if you try to do a cleanse. Because it flushes out those toxins as you're doing your intermittent fasting. So it is very, very good to keep your energy up, keep you focused, especially if you're doing, work, that kind of thing. I really do highly recommend that along with your water. How many of those that I did do a day? My intention was to do 2, but most oftentimes I would do 1. So, and it really helped me to keep focused because I have to think while I'm on my feet, and I have to make sure that my mind is sharp while I'm dealing with my patients. So it's called Cleanse for Life for intermittent fasting. So please take some time out to invest in yourself. Okay, I know, and I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. When we have cars, we go get oil change every 3,000 miles every 3 months. But hey, we can get another car, but we can't get another you. And if you're vesting your time being on Medical Monday every Monday, you need to redirect some of those dollars, especially if you're going to fast. Yes, you're not spending money on food anyway. So just take those dollars and invest in yourself to get your body reset. Okay, vitamin B12 is very, very important in resetting the metabolism. So it is very high in vitamin B12, so I highly recommend that. So let me go on into what is nitric oxide. So let me tell you what nitric oxide is. Now, when I found out this information, it really took me aback. I kind of knew about it, but I didn't know about it to the extent to where it is where it plays a major role in our maintaining our health and the lack thereof, how it plays in disease. So to make it simple without going into the scientific jargon, nitric oxide is what we call a electron donor. What does that mean? That means the electron donor, what it does, it helps oxygenize or put oxygen where you need it the most. Without nitric oxide, you're not getting the oxygen that you need. So just think about that for a minute. If you're not getting the oxygen that you need to your tissues, what is happening to those tissues?
They're dying. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. So as hi Misha, thank you for joining on. So if the tissues are dying, so what happens when the tissues die? You get disease.
Yes. Yes.
So as we get younger and younger, as I say, your nitric oxide production goes down. So, and guess what contributes to decreased nitric oxide production? The foods that we eat.
Wow.
So the fast food, the processed foods, all those things are affected by the affects nitric oxide. So where does nitric oxide is needed the most? So it helps with memory and behavior by transmitting information between nerve cells and the brain. So if you're not getting that oxygen that you need, of course, your cells in the brain are not going to be able to communicate like they should. All right. It assists in your immune system because when something comes to the body, your body communicates with itself. It'll say, hey, something is going on. Immune system kicks in. But if you don't have the right amount of oxygen, those signals and that transmission is not going to help, right? It's not going to kick in. Listen to this. Nitric oxide plays a pivotal role in your body regulating its blood pressure.
Wow.
Okay.
It makes a difference. Wow.
Absolutely. So, and with nitric oxide, when it works in the body like it's supposed to, it works what we call in the endothelium, which is smooth muscle cells that line the blood vessels. So if your nitric oxide is working in those blood vessels like they should, they will stay open like they should. When the nitric oxide is not there like they should, they clamp down. And that is the key for blood pressure, vasoconstriction, right? It also reduces inflammation. Remember, if you have oxygen there to your tissues, they won't be inflamed, right? Hey, Kenyatta, thank you for joining. If you don't have oxygen at the tissue level, like you said, the tissues begin to die. And part of that process is inflammation. So nitric oxide is very, very, very important. Now, this is what I have to say as a disclaimer. Anything that we say as far as products is nothing to diagnose, nothing to prevent, nothing to cure or treat. But I can tell you this, these products help your body to be in a state where it can heal itself. How about that? I can say that. You get the new, go ahead, Essie.
Because when it comes to, say, like for people who are having heart attacks and things like that, it's all because there's not enough oxygen happening. The oxygen is restricted. So something like this, not a cure, but it will help you to have the oxygen production to continue to hopefully prevent that or put it off. Because a lot of times, the only reason that we're having any issue in the body is, like you said, is because the oxygen is not flowing properly through the cells. So this is so amazing to me right now. I think I'm just like,
Absolutely. So nitric oxide production has been associated with, or the lack thereof, with diabetes, high blood pressure, erectile dysfunction.
Yep, yeah, I read that.
Erectile dysfunction, infertility. Because if you don't have enough oxygen to the tissues for the actual cell meeting the egg and the egg being pushed through to go to the wall of the uterus to implant, if there's not enough oxygen there, the tissues are not being perfused like they should with enough oxygen, that process cannot take place. So it is very, very important that the nitric oxide level needs to be where it needs to be. So Bethesda Holistic Center also has a test where you can actually put a swab under your tongue to see what your level of nitric acid may be. And then we actually have, we could order lozenges to help bring that up. And then Isogenics has this product, what they use, which is called NOx. They use this for their performance product for their athletes. They tell them to take this 25 to 30 minutes before they work out, because those blood vessels and those muscles open up and dilate, which allows for an athlete to perform much better. Okay, so and then they come in these little things here, the little small bottles here, and so it's in their performance line. But it also says on here, listen to what it says on this box, guys. You ready for this? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It says here, take your training to the next level, improve athletic performance. It provides fruit and vegetable extracts to support nitric oxide production, support blood flow for delivery of oxygen to the cells, and prime your body to prevent fatigue. But guess what it also says on the bottle, guys? Listen to this. Y'all ready for this one? Ask a physician to monitor you if you're taking blood thinners or nitroglycerin or other blood pressure medication. That you have to be monitored if you take this. Okay, so I have a story to tell, which is a true story. A good friend of mine has a husband who has high blood pressure. Hey, Cheryl, thank you for joining us home. Has high blood pressure, and they got the products, and she was making his shakes and stuff, and she was putting this in his shake every day. So his blood pressure started going whoop, and she was like, we were just talking. And she was like, I don't understand why his blood pressure is dropping so low. She said, I'm glad, though, because they dropped his pill to 1.5 every other day now. And so we got to talking. I said, so what do you put in his shakes? And she told me it was this. And I said, okay, you should have had a doctor monitoring his blood pressure while he was on that, because it was causing his blood pressure to drop too low while he was on the medication at the same time. So at the same time, we can't say that it prevents, diagnose, or treat, but I can tell you a true story of what happened. That's you read right. Between the lines. And
you have to remember, for something like this, think about if you have a test to take, or you have a stressful situation at work, or you know something's coming up that you want to have a lot of energy and have clear mind of. Having that oxygen flow is going to make that all better. So this product would be an excellent product for anybody in any field, just so that they can go through their day and think clearly. It's a wonderful product. I cannot wait to try this.
Yes, absolutely. So again, any of you under the sound of my voice, if you're on high blood pressure medication, please, if you decide to, because I hear this all the time. Let me tell you something. This is also what I learned in my training. High blood pressure is a vasoconstriction, inflammatory, oxygen deprivation disease. So if a doctor tells you that you'll be on blood pressure medication the rest of your life, they're telling you the truth. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they're not addressing the inflammation. Blood pressure medication doesn't address the inflammation. They don't teach us that it's an autoimmune disease. Because what happens at this point, think about it. If you're not getting oxygen to the tissues are dying, your immune system have to kick in to get rid of it. So it's attacking the body. So if you don't address that, yes, you will be on the blood pressure medication the rest of your life, because most blood pressure medication, all it does is vasodilate. That's it. Or diurese, cause you to pee to get rid of extra fluid so it can bring down the pressure in the body. So if you never address the inflammation, if you never address the oxygenation, you will be on blood pressure medication the rest of your life.
And you hear stories all the time about people who change their diet, start exercising, and when you exercise, you're getting more oxygen. If you're exercising properly, breathing properly, you're more oxygen to your body. You hear about this all the time, and people no longer have to take high blood pressure medicine. So something like this addresses the problem, not just the symptoms. So you want something like this to help you address that. And like you say, always talk to a doctor first. But this was something that you could potentially say would allow the symptoms to be, the issue itself to be addressed and not just the symptoms.
Absolutely. And so, and it on the box, it recommends that you have a doctor to monitor you while you're on it. That's number one. So I have to say that you have to do that if you're someone under the sound of my voice that have blood pressure issues. If it's just something that, because I hear it all the time, I don't want to take pills the rest of my life. I don't want to be on medication the rest of my life. What do I need to do? You need to change your lifestyle. You need to change your eating habits. You need to definitely get your body moving, and you need to find a product that helps you. Now, this is a food product. This is nothing synthetic. Guess what this is made out of? The number one product that's on top of it, number one, it says beets, celery. Those are the two that I'm going to read off at the top. Beets and celery. Red spinach, leaf extract, okay, vegetable extract blend. It has in here red grape, white grape, bilberry, carrot, grapefruit, papaya, pineapple, strawberry, apple, apricot, cherry, orange, broccoli, green, cabbage leaf, onion, garlic, black currant, asparagus, tomato, olive, and cucumber. It's a food.
That's what it is. The right food, the food that your body is.
The right food. Yeah. So it's nothing but food. So just think about that. Along with this, changing your eating habits, making the correct food choices, and definitely if you decide to do this, like I said, if you have blood pressure issues, it's on the box that you have to have your doctor to monitor you. So there will be some positive blood pressure changes. So you have to have a doctor follow you. And at the same time, we can't say that it diagnoses, prevents, or treats. We can't say that because it's a food. It's not a pharmaceutical.
But it may help, so give it a try.
Yes. So if you are investing, like I said, your time, an hour every Monday to be on here, you should redirect those dollars, right, and invest in yourself, especially if you're someone under the sound of my voice who is saying that I don't want to be on blood pressure medication the rest of my life. Okay, so
if you guys are changing your lives, you're doing the fasting, you're taking these wonderful products that Dr. Patterson is offering you to change your lifestyle, make sure that when you're eating the right food, when you go to the grocery store, look at what's in the food. Do not just pick up something because it says it's green beans or it's whatever. Yes. Look at what's in there, because those added things that your body does not need are what's harming you. So when you purchase a can of green beans, or you buy them, even if you buy French fries in the store, it should just say potatoes. It shouldn't have a long list of ingredients for something that's just French fries, okay? If it's green beans, it should just say green beans and water. When you go to, and believe it or not, the items that are the cheapest are normally the ones that are the healthiest for you, because they're not adding other stuff to it. So when you buy something, please look at the bag. If you don't know, if you can't say that ingredient, it's probably something you don't need.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to do all this and then go back and have to do it again. Just once you put your body in the right frame of mind and reset itself, keep it up, stay healthy, and make sure you're paying attention to what you're buying in the store.
Absolutely. Hey, Joe Cydia, thank you for joining on. And Linda, my cousin, I appreciate you. Regina, Renita, thank you for joining on. I thank you for joining on. Now, this is what I want to say about Essie. She's the, Essie Colbert extraordinaire, life coach extraordinaire. She also helps with life choice changes in regards to getting, managing weight management. One of the things that I can say, she's saved, sanctified, filled with the precious Holy Spirit, and I know she's a praying woman. So for those of you that are under the sound of my voice, she gets to the root of why people are overweight. Because if you don't address the reason why you're overweight and why a person may make poor eating choices, you may release the weight, but if you never deal with that spiritual root or that spiritual problem, I can do it too, but I need some help. I can't do it all. I can't do it all. But if that's something that you're interested in as far as being coached through that, and what she does, she looks at your whole life picture what you do for a living, how you work, how we can incorporate all of this lifestyle changes in your lifestyle. She's very, very good at that because she helped me. I'm going to be honest with that. She helped me when I first started. I was like, look, I don't like what's going on with me as far as my size. I don't feel, I felt heavy. My legs felt heavy. My hips hurt. At the end of the day, I'm going to be honest with you, my legs hurt. I mean, carrying extra weight. Now, being the fact that she helped me with my lifestyle coaching, not only personally, but in my business, because she's an excellent business coach as well. I found out about these products that were introduced to me through my pastor, Apostle Wayne T. Jackson. I want to give a shout out to my spiritual parents, Apostle Wayne T. Jackson, Dr. Billy Y. Jackson. And since I've been on the products, along with my intermittent fasting, I have to say that I am down 30 pounds. I'm down 30 pounds, and I feel good. I feel good. When I was doing my intermittent fasting and my fasting, I didn't have any pain in my body. But when I did do my intermittent fast, you do afflict your body. So sometimes when you're going through a fasting and doing a detox, those things that she was talking about, I did experience those things. And that I didn't give up. But when the scriptures talks about when we fast, we afflict the body, those are the afflictions that she listed in intermittent fasting. And you just have to push through it. You're just going to be like, well, whatever. You don't do all this when I'm feeding you. So I'm like, at the end of this, I'm going to be all the better. And I have to say, at the end of it, I am all the better. After I came off of it, even during it, I was clear. I had mental clarity. I have a whole lot of energy now. I don't feel
happy. You were extremely happy.
Yes, during it, I would have bouts of tiredness and fatigue. I did feel that I would feel a little weak, but I would just pray and to push myself through past that. And I feel a lot better now. And I mean, I have a lot of energy. I can say that I'm eating because I'm eating to live, not, what does they say? Eat to live, not live to eat. And I eat because I know I have to eat, not because I'm hungry. That's a good feeling.
Right. And we have to remember too that you're supposed to eat to feed your brain, not your stomach. Okay. So I always tell people millionaires feed their brain. They give their body enough energy, enough nutrients so they can think clearly. Most people think we're eating to feed our brain. I mean, our bodies. Our bodies do reap the benefits from it, but you're really feeding your brain because your brain does everything. It controls everything in your body. So when you eat, you're not necessarily supposed to be eating, like you say, to be full. You're eating to make sure your brain is working at optimum potential. That's why you're eating. So like Dr. Patterson said, you're not eating you're not living to eat. You're eating just to live. Someone on here asked Dr. Patterson, I believe it was Deborah Knox, where are you guys located? Dr. Patterson is located in Southfield, Michigan. She's also a concierge doctor, so she can see you over the internet, anywhere in the world you are. She can see you and address any issue you have. And then I'm located in Alabama, but I'm on the internet, so I can see you just as Dr. Patterson can anywhere in the world. We have patients everywhere, so clients everywhere. So if you need to be seen, you can click on any of the links anywhere. Go to the website. Dr. Patterson is www.bw-center.com, and then she can see you as a patient in her clinic or as a concierge patient, which I think is the best thing out there. I am miles away from Dr. I mean, I don't know how many states are between us, Dr. Patterson, but when I was ill at the end of last year, Dr. Patterson was the doctor who addressed my issue as my concierge doctor. She addressed it. She was able to give me the medication, everything I needed from where she is. So if you guys have issues like you're at work and you can't actually get to a doctor, but you have that lunch break, if Dr. Patterson is your concierge doctor, you can call her on that lunch break from your car. She'll see you face to face. She can do whatever she needs to do. But you need to get on that concierge plan for that. So, Deborah, I hope that answers your question. Dr. Patterson is in Southfield, Michigan, and I'm in Alabama, but we can be seen anywhere.
Absolutely. Thank you, Wendy for joining on. We only have 2 more minutes. So I wanted to tell you about the one more thing about the nitric oxide, and then I'm gonna let you go. When I learned about this, I kind of knew about it. What I want to tell you, nitric oxide is very, very important for us maturing women that is going through the change, because you still need to produce some type of hormones. If your nitric oxide levels are not where they need to be, menopause or perimenopausal can be very, very uncomfortable. I mean, the night sweats, all that kind of stuff. Believe it or not, 90% of women have been on some type of oral contraception throughout their adult life, and it decreases nitric oxide production. That's a lot. 90% of women, all across ethnic lines, 90% of women have been on some type of oral contraceptive their adult life, which decreases nitric oxide production. So if someone under the sound of my voice, which is probably everyone almost, if you've ever been on an oral contraceptive or OCP, what they call OCPs, oral contraceptive pills, or patches, or the implants, or the Nova Ring, all those things are oral contraceptions.
Wow.
That decreases nitric oxide production. And if it decreases nitric oxide production, remember, it destroys cells in the body. So we have to get those nitric oxide production up. Okay, so we definitely have to do that. Is there any questions? Again, I want to say for sure, you guys, go to our YouTube page, because please message me as well on any topics that you guys want me to address. Our YouTube page is Medical Monday. Put Grace Patterson behind it. It'll pop up. Please subscribe. It's very important that you do that. For all of you replayers that are sharing this video, I am so elated and so excited that you're sharing this video. I am so, so excited. If you want to make a concierge appointment with me, do we have that link, Essie? Can you get that, please? To talk with me for 45 minutes is $75. But if you decide to get some testing done, buy some product, that $75 go towards whatever services that you're going to get. So talking with me for those 45 minutes really is free. But for me to get an assessment, to find out, there it is, click on that link. You can make your appointment right then. And like I said, it's $75 for 45 minutes. But like I said, whatever we decide to do, be it hormonal testing, vitamin testing, be it if you decide to get any products or whatever, that $75 goes towards that. And
now,
you work. Go ahead.
I have to interject. When I was sick at the end of last year, the doctors have been for over 8 years trying to find out what was wrong with me. Literally, doctors cannot figure it out. They thought I was having strokes over and over again. Now, when the test came back, they were saying, of course, it wasn't a stroke, but they couldn't figure out what it was because everything was showing a stroke, down to the drooping in my face, one side of your body not working well. When I talked to Dr. Patterson, this is over the phone, and she had said, Essie, look up Bell's palsy. When I looked at that, I was like, I cannot believe that no doctor ever figured that out. Being rushed to the emergency room and all these different things. Mm-hmm. When I say that the Heavenly Father has given this woman a gift, people understand He has given her a gift. I have for years tried to figure out what was going on in my body, trying to make sure I could be a good parent and all that stuff. But because you have these symptoms and don't know, you're almost walking around in fear. I mean, you're almost trying to figure out, like, why? But when you know what it is and you know the Heavenly Father is going to heal you from it, there's a different level of understanding. And when I say that no doctor, I've been to Army specialists, I've been to regular specialists, I've been everywhere, and they're saying there's something, but we just can't find it. We don't know what to tell you. That's a hard thing to hear. But for me to call Dr. Patterson and just to tell her, you know what, I'm not going to be able to help you today. And she says, Essie, look this up. You know that the Heavenly Father did that. Well, if you don't have a doctor and you need to speak with somebody about what's going on in your body, I'm going to say, call Dr. Patterson, because she is a praying woman, and the Heavenly Father will talk. Matter of fact, the night before, she texted me and said, I'm praying for you. She said, I don't know what's going on in your body, Essie, but I'm praying for you. I hadn't called her and told her I was sick. But because she's a praying woman, she heard from the Heavenly Father. So I'm going to tell you guys once again, if you don't know what's going on in your body, you don't have a doctor, or your doctor is not answering your questions, call Dr. Patterson, schedule a concierge appointment. And I paid her, and she's my best friend. And I still paid her. Go ahead and schedule that appointment and find out what's going on in your body. She has certain vitamin tests and certain tests that tells you what's going on. If you, I don't know if you guys ever did any studying, but back in the day, doctors were whole body doctors. Dr. Patterson is that type of doctor. She addresses everything. So if you want a doctor that you know is praying for you, that you know the Heavenly Father is blessed to do this, call Dr. Patterson.
Oh, thank you, Essie. Thank you. You almost brought me to tears. To God be the glory.
Testimony.
To God be the glory, because I am very sensitive to very, very sensitive to what the Heavenly Father is speaking to me in regards to my patients. I'm up and I'm telling the Lord, I was like, Lord, I don't want to be thinking about these patients all the time. Can I think about you a little bit? I mean, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and I know it's him. I know it's him, though, telling me do this, do that. When I was away taking classes, he had me, when I was taking notes, he had me write names next to different things to people that I need to get in contact with to share this information with. So, to God, yeah, I called you. So to God be the glory, all of this. So I know, guys, it's 9:05. So, oh my goodness, that hour go by really, really fast. So again, if you guys go to www.bw-center.com, do we have a download for them?
We do. I have actually a download on there about water and de-stressing yourself by drinking water, getting sunlight, and doing exercise. So these products are perfect for that, get you that oxygen you need, especially if you're going to start fasting. This download is a great intro to that, to get your body in the right mode.
It's my favorite four-letter word, FREE. Please go to www.bw-center.com/MM for Medical Monday. Please get that download. And again, go to our YouTube page, YouTube, Medical Monday, Grace Patterson. Subscribe today. And again, I'm going to have little short videos on different different topics. Please message me on topics that you want. I know the first one is going to be GERD, which is gastroesophageal reflux disease, or acid reflux. I'm going to be talking about that. Did you guys know that acid reflux can mimic asthma? Yes, it can. So I'm going to be talking about that. So I'm going to have that. It's not up there yet, but I need you to subscribe. I'll probably do it tonight before I go to bed so we can talk about it, since I'm on a roll already. Please, we're in Southfield, Michigan. Telephone number is 248-356-1111. That's 248-356-1111. Our website, www.bw-center.com. Essie, please give us your information, the coaches with the mostest.
So you can reach me at www.esicolbert.com. That's essiecolbert.com. And my phone number is 334-275-4382. And if you do go to my website, I actually have a download on there about focus, because for this year I'm teaching everybody the reason why they make those resolutions and they don't work is because we actually haven't changed our mindset and we're not focusing on it. So if you go to my website, we have that for you too. But really, if we talk about anything today, I want to talk about the concierge service. I can't stress how important it is to have a doctor on your side when it comes to this body. So please go to www.bwcenter.com and /MM and take hold of the download. You'll see the products on there, and you'll see some information about the concierge service.
And it's pinned right there. The pinned is pinned up. Medical Monday Administrator pinned for you. If you click on that link, it will take you directly to make an appointment. And it'll also take you to a link. Like I said, it's $75 for 45 minutes to speak with me directly. And then with that money will go towards any of your testing or whatever we plan that we come up with, along with the Holy Spirit, to come up specifically tailor-made for you. Those monies will go towards that. So really the 45 minutes is free. So please click on that link. Pick a time. You are worth every dime. Yes, you're worth every dime, because you have kingdom business to do. Yes, you do. So please go ahead and click on that link. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and you replayers that are watching it later. We appreciate you. God bless you. Be on next Monday. That will be I think next Monday is the last Monday of January. So then we have to start getting our Medical Monday for February together. So I appreciate you. Please go to YouTube, subscribe to Medical Monday, Grace Patterson. Grace and peace. God bless. Bye for now. Essie, you did a phenomenal job. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I appreciate you for being on tonight. Grace and peace. God bless. Bye for now, everyone.